Oh, is it time for everyone to split up and go their separate ways? Oh, she wants to have tea, huh? Oh, don't even think about it. A title drop. So hey, cool. We did it. The game is over. The main game is over. Uh, all right. The few bits of CG that were there were a lot less of those uh, compared to the predecessor. I hate calling it the predecessor, uh, but it doesn't have a subtitle in English. I mean, it does. It's the Blazing Sword. Well, I like Blazing Blade better for the alliteration. Makes it more distinct from the Sealing Sword, which was 6. Uh, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So now that the credits are rolling, I do want to give my final thoughts about the game, and I think now I have a solid grasp on why maybe I didn't remember this that well. Like the mechanical stuff, I do remember, and I like that. You know, a lot of that got carried over into later games. Uh, so I think those were good ideas, like having branching promotions. That's good stuff. Uh, I'm a fan of having that world map where you can get, you know, like random encounters, uh, or not so random encounters. Uh, so you're not, so you can keep, you know, training your army up. I think that's fine. Uh, but you know, the big problem that I had in playing this game, well, big kind of oversells it, I think. But the issue, the reason why I didn't really remember anything about the story or the characters is that the characters just weren't that interesting to me. Like I understand that the meat of the character development happens in support conversations, but hardly any of them were interesting enough, at least to me, for me to actually really get into the conversations. I mean, we only saw two, two pairings, just because I wasn't that into it. It didn't grab me. Uh, and the story is it's whatever. It is what it is, as they say. Um, I mean, there are a few standouts from the characters. I liked La Rochelle, for example. Uh, but it seemed like all the characters that I actually liked were characters that I just wanted to use more than anything else. Uh, and it's not really anything to do with their personalities, if you know what I mean. Uh, like I'm sure there's some interesting stuff there if I really wanted to get into it. Like I said, I just didn't. Like I think about FE7, and you had the entire prologue campaign or prologue, the Lynn's story. We really got to know like kind of a big cast of characters. They all got to be like really interesting. Uh, Ken, Sane, uh, Will maybe not so much, but like Irk and Sarah, uh, even Raph, like all these characters, Florina, uh, they got to like be characters on screen. Like a lot of these characters, like we saw Mulder come through. Uh, he showed up what, like in one cutscene. Same with Vanessa. Uh, they're talking about Ross here. Ross's dad, Garcia. Garcia shows up in like exactly one chapter, like as a character. Uh, Even Dorcas was more interesting than that. So I think that ended up contributing to uh, why this game didn't stand out as much. Uh, but here, like these two, Coleman and Amy, like they had some personality, like when you met them. I think. Maybe I'm still just thinking of their supports together. Then you have Artur here on the other side of things. Like, what was his deal? He's just a faithful believer. Okay, cool. Mulder. Don't even remember what Mulder did. Just showed up to say that Vanessa is quite sincere. Lute had a glimmer of a personality, but yeah. I guess technically Joshua had some personality too that I kind of ignored. He's got a lot going on. But again, the point is, uh, they overall, a lot of the characters felt really flat. Um, and what they did present uh, just wasn't gripping enough. So like overall, I think I would still prefer to play FE7 again over this one. Because those characters were just so good. Hector was cool. Elwood was a nice boy, but Anyway, truth is, I haven't been reading these because I was too busy talking. But it looks like everyone's doing well for themselves. Uh, what else is there to say? Inez, he had personality, but just a little bit. The only thing I got out of him is that he was really curt. Uh, graceful, serene. Okay. I mean, she did come in handy when I wanted to do the triangle attack that one time. That's about it. And I imagine a lot of these epilogues, even the ones that I missed, they're all went back home and worked tirelessly to, make things better for the people around them. And they became really popular as a result, in some capacity or another. I mean, I saw it with Artur. He became like a folk hero among the peasantry. Cyrene's the subject of many songs. Amelia had new friends. Okay, I can imagine he's not getting that same popularity. Uh, all right, Cormag not doing anything to be interesting. Oh, good for La Rochelle. Put an ellipsis in there that couldn't really see. Oh, well. Oh. Hey, another paired ending. Oh, dear. Ah. Ewan is still studious. Ewan's teacher went back home. So far, good for all of them. We gotta be nearing the end, right? Yeah, here we go. So the King of Renace has helped to rebuild the whole continent, hey? Like some kind of renaissance? So I guess they decided to just kind of share the throne? That's the implication. But that's the end of the main game. I'm just gonna press the button here. Yeah, that takes us back to the title screen. So congratulations on a campaign well done. But that's not all.